Okay, peeps, welcome back. So today we're going to be talking about the ALT swing trade, the close, or Altimmune. Let's get it. So the first thing that I want to pull up here is the chart of the ALT stock. Now, this is an actual stock on the stock market. Just so you all know, this is not a dividend-paying stock or ETF. So let's get into some of the metrics here of ALT. So you can see the current price is $3.57 a share. Market cap 191 million. The 52-week range is pretty broad. It's basically $2 all the way up to $17. Some other notable things here is the beta is actually less volatile than the overall stock market, so that's quite interesting considering that the range on the 52-week is so great. There's a lot of volume that comes in on this thing. Average daily volume is almost 3 million shares. So the 1-year target estimate is $19. We were considering holding up until probably about 15 to $20, but after yesterday's price action, we just decided to go ahead and close the trade because we can always get another trade opportunity in the future. But so you take a look at some of the financials here. You guys can see that they've pretty much been beating almost every single time on their earnings estimates, although their earnings, the actual results themselves are technically still negative. So you can see the earnings are positive here, or the revenue is positive, but the actual earnings themselves are negative. But there is a lot of buy and strong buy ratings on this stock. So you can see the range here from analyst estimates is basically anywhere from the current price up to $35. And you have all your analysts down here saying they're basically maintaining or reiterating buys. Interesting that JP Morgan Securities should have an outperform, basically market outperform to market outperform. So they're pretty much just saying that, yeah, we expect ALT to, well, I shouldn't say they are saying, but it's my opinion of what I'm interpreting here that it's pretty much saying that, they potentially expect the price to go up. So with that being said, let's get into what the stock actually is. So it's a clinical stage biopharmaceutical company, focuses on developing treatments for obesity and liver diseases. And then it goes into all these details here as to what it is. But this sentence right here pretty much sums up what the company does. It was founded in 1997, changed its name to Altimmune in 2015, and it's based in Maryland. So with that being said, let's get into the actual trade. So as you guys can see here, our most recent profitable trade on swing trading was the largest one we've had year to date. So it's $673.14. That was in one single trade. So you guys can see down here on the bottom what the actual dollar amount is. That was basically the cost basis plus the, what am I trying to say here? The cost basis plus the profit amount. So let's get rid of some of these tabs. All right, so we can pretty much figure out what the cost basis is by subtracting these two numbers. So 2376.32 minus 673.14. So that was our cost basis. We basically had about $1,700 in the trade. We were pretty much looking for about a 15% gain. So we'll just do 1703 times 15%. $255 is what we would have made. We actually made almost 3 times that, so we made probably closer to somewhere around 40%. If we were doing basically every single trade that we make is we intend to make 15%, this would basically be the equivalent of 3 trades at this point. So as you guys can see on the chart here, the stock really had just a crazy move. I mean, you can see like you see this build up, right? It's going up, going up, going up, going up, and then all of a sudden, bang, just absolute monster candle to the upside. So let's take a look at what actually caused this to happen. So we will try to figure out where the, can't remember where the actual article is. So let's just go ahead and pull up one of these. I don't remember exactly where the article was, but basically there was an article that came out that said that Basically, their trials, I believe it's this article right here, their trials had outperformed. They basically did better than expected. So it says achieved mean weight loss of 15.6% on their new drug. Over 30% of subjects achieved 20% or more weight loss with 2.4 milligrams dose at 48 weeks. Robust reductions in BMI and so on and so on. So basically, this was pretty much an extremely bullish news catalyst. And as a result, the stock pretty much ripped to the upside. So we ended up selling somewhere up here at the top. I don't remember exactly where we sold at, but I do believe we sold somewhere around, I want to say $5.74. Give me just 1 second, guys. I'm actually going to look at this. Okay, so yeah, I got the numbers. Just go ahead and put that away real quick. So basically, we sold at roughly about $7 or $5.74. I had to look this one up on my phone because I wasn't entirely sure where it was at. But yeah, the price target that we got was about $5.74. So we ended up selling almost exactly at the top. Not quite. I would say the top was around 590 or so, but we got roughly about a 38 to a 40% gain. We were thinking about holding, and we're like, oh, well, we'll wait and hold till it's like 15 to $20. But I mean, the truth is, this thing just had an absolute whopper move. I mean, from the previous candle to the candle high, you're talking almost an 88% gain in a single day. We went from being down like negative 20% to up 40%. So we weren't going to take the risk of basically, yeah, we weren't going to take the risk of not being able to take profit off the table. And it turns out that we were actually right, because what happened afterwards, it basically went straight back down below our cost basis. Our cost basis at the time was around $4.14. And the current price as of right now is $3.52. So anyways, this is the close on the ALT position that we had. There was a commenter on one of our videos. I forgot to pull it up, but he said something like, "Are you serious? Is this a joke?" or something like this about us, just DCing in a little bit when the prices were down. Well, all I have to say to that is we made a $700 gain. So I guess it wasn't really a joke after all. We actually there was actually some substance to what we said about holding our positions and not wanting to sell for a loss if we can help it. So anyways, hope y'all enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see y'all later. Peace.